King Dowie here. Second walk for the putt, man. For the lad as well. Here he is. There's a putt. Yeah, man. So I just doing some calculations, man, on the movie session. And I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy. I was just flashing through flipping day visions, man, of numbers and sequences. I was just thinking, solar eclipses and that, man. And son. And I was thinking about, hang on, Dan. I was thinking about the 2017 solar eclipse, yeah. And then 3 years later, I believe that's when Jacob's trouble happened, yeah, when they locked everyone down on that, man. Understand? And then you get like that solar eclipse over America, yeah, 2017. 3 years, yeah. It could be like into 3 years of darkness, understand? Like 3 years of darkness, yeah. And you're about to be tumbled into Jacob's trouble, man, in 2020, understand? And then partway through that, yeah, Michael stands up, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. That's being fulfilled, man, as we speak. That's when I stood up, man. On my birthday, April the 8th, yeah, solar eclipse, man. At the Most High. And then marry that together with the 2017 solar eclipse, yeah, over America. And then you get an X, yeah, which is being X'd out. Babylon's being X'd out by the living creator. That's why you get the fires, the earthquakes, the flooding, all the mad shit happening, the confusion, the chaos. It's the living creator's doing this, man. You understand? So, everything's all like new, with numbers. Everything in society really is worked with numbers, man. I mean, 7 in Hebrew means completion. 8 means new beginnings, like, and then each number has a different meaning. You understand? So just like the Freemasons, yeah, and Lucifer and that, they work with geometry. That's encoded into nature, man. Hang on, Paul. Sequences, numbers, patterns. You understand, like. So basically, what I'm saying is, we're in Jacob's trouble, yeah. We're at the latter end of Jacob's trouble because I stood up, yeah, on my birthday on April the 8th, 2024. Do you understand? Partway through Jacob's trouble, which I believe began in 2020. You understand? 2017 solar eclipse, yeah, was the beginning. So the Most High was saying, you're about to be X'd out, man. Imagine the Most High was saying, like, it's a story, obviously. So 2017 crashed an a line across America. 3 years later, so 3 years of darkness, and you know, like you could relate 3 to 3 days of darkness. You got the plagues over Egypt, which followed Egypt. That's 3. Because obviously, then after that 3, 17, 18, 19, 20, then suddenly we're thrown into mad Jacob's trouble, man, like we've never seen before. Is that bad that the most high put on my birthday to stand up? He's like, yo, I'm making you stand up on your birthday, man. April the 8th, 2024, man. Do you understand? Solar eclipse. Marry that together with the 2017 solar eclipse. That's an X across Babylon. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. All the indigenous nations, everyone should feel confident in what I'm saying and say, yeah, let's get our things back, yeah, and let's take control of our things, our possessions ourselves, our lands and states ourselves, without being controlled by people, man. You understand? But so just before I go, to make it clear for you. So 2017, that was the beginning, which is going to create an X when my birthday came around on April 2024. You got 2017, 3 years later, yeah. That's when Jacob's trouble oil field began, 2020. All right, and then you've got 2017, 7 years later, 2024 on my birthday, and then that's 7 years completion. Do you understand? Completing what? Completing the task that Babylon is being sealed to be locked off, man. You understand? To be knocked down. You understand? By the living creator. That's an X across Babylon. An eclipse 2017 that way, an eclipse 2024 the other way. X. That's why you get all the mad shit happening, man. That's why I say you need to repent and return to the living creator before it's too late. You got 3, man. You got Jonah spent 3 days in the big fish. You understand? Jonah, 3 days in the big fish, man. So just a few things in relation to 3 and scriptures. And I'm just saying, I feel that 2017 was to be married together with the 2024 solar eclipse on my birthday on April the 8th, when I stood up, Daniel chapter 12 verse 1, and Michael will stand up. And then I believe that the 3 years before Jacob's trouble in 2020, that's when they locked everyone down, tried to they threw 5 details everywhere. Luciferian ran society, taken captive, obviously. That was 3 years, man. You understand? 17, solar eclipse, 2017, 18, 19, 20. That's 3 years, yeah. I kind of like darkness. I was baptized around them times, man. You understand? And then suddenly, on my birthday, I come forth. Because I realised the truth then, you understand? Like, the Most High downloaded everything he needed to. Come pop. And then that was it, man. Come pop. And then that was completion. Do you understand? Hang on, Danny. Come. And then you get 2024, which I've been posting from April the 8th, and then you got the 4, 5, 6, 7. Marry that together with the date 2020. Come put. Come 2020, and then what you got? You got flipping 7 years when you add it to 2027 from 2020 to 2027. That's what the Christians call the Great Tribulation in Mark and Synopsis book, because everything that they wrote had to be in kind of line to a degree with how they knew that the Most High was going to pan it out. You understand? So that's why they say that JC, the false Messiah, Archangel, Lucifer, they're saying that that's Michael. As a matter of fact, the true Messiah, King David, myself, that's Archangel Michael in human form. Do you understand? Daniel chapter 12 verse 1, standing up for the people. Trust me, man, end times, man. End times. So I believe, so 2017, 3 years, that's like darkness. And then you bring it round to the beginning of Jacob's trouble, 2020. Partway through that, our scripture states, if you read Daniel, it says that Michael will stand up, which I did do on my birthday. You understand? April the 8th, 2024, been posting every single day. And then when you get to 2027, end of 2026, start the beginning of 2027, to me, with the calculations, it would seem that Jacob's trouble is basically almost at the end. You understand? And that's where the Most High is going to get ready to redeem us and that, man. That's why he's destroying the colonies of the oppressor. Have you noticed it's mostly the places that they took us captive? The European, the Pale tribe, the Pale Arabs, where they set up the colonies. Have you noticed it's where the destruction is? Read the book of Joel, man. Duck your head under here, lad. Duck your head under, that's it. From that time, from King David, the true Messiah. That's why they have the Operation Counter Preferential Black Messiah. Shalom, peace.